Hello, good afternoon, this is Diecast Loon. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another episode of Vintage Diecast Monday. And this week it's going to be a really great show as I've found 5 awesome vintage pieces. I had a really good week last week for finding vintage pieces. I got 2 from one seller, a seller that I go to quite often, and 3 pieces from a seller or from a place that I've never been to before. But nonetheless, I've picked up some very nice pieces. I think 4 pieces is Matchbox and 1 piece is from Corgi. So anyway, we'll get straight into it, and I think, you know what, I think I'm going to do a giveaway at the end of this as well, so stay tuned. You might not want to miss this if you love your vintage diecast like I do. So anyway, first piece is this awesome Volvo P800 from Corgi Whiz Wheels. It is from about 1972ish. I haven't really researched this one, if I'm completely honest, but this is a piece that I've been asked for quite a while, and I've never actually found one. I've never even seen one in poor condition. And then there was this one at a local place that I go to quite often, which is that local open air flea market I usually go to after work on a Saturday. And there was one sat in the £4 box, as I call it. It has all different boxes, all different prices, and this was sat there in the £4 box. It's got a few little flea bites on it, but nothing to go mad over. This is they also do a white version of this, I believe Corgi does, and it is got to try and think now. It is from the movie, not the movie, from the TV series The Saint. So they do a version of this which is white with the Saint logo on it, which I believe Roger Moore used to drive in the TV series back from the 60s. But this is the red with a black bonnet version. So it's pretty cool, and there you go, there's the underneath. So Volvo P800 Whiz Wheels, Corgi Juniors, made in Great Britain, and it is the metal based version. So the earlier 70s, like I said, I'm not an expert on Corgi, I'm learning all the time, but a lot of the Whiz Wheels started off as metal, and then I think they did swap over to plastic bases as the 70s went on, I believe. Like I said, I'm not an expert on these, but nonetheless, it is a cool casting. It does still roll very nicely, and again, it's another example of how Hot Wheels was taking over the diecast world back then, because obviously they were called Hot Wheels. Matchbox put out the Super Fast, and Corgi put out the Whiz Wheels. So pretty cool. So that was the first piece I found on Saturday from the usual seller that I go to quite often. Then the second piece was another piece that I've been after for a while, and again, usually find these beaten to death, and it is this awesome, I'm just trying to see what the make of the truck is. It is an AEC, I believe, but it is the Douglas liveried truck. So this was from about 1969. As far as I'm aware of, this was the first edition of it, which is the slightly lighter orangey red with a white bottom or base, whatever you want to call it, with the plain wheeled variation. There is a yellow version of this, exactly the same plain wheels, but just yellow truck. And there's a darker red version as well. And then obviously, as you know, they did go on to make this into a Superfast variation, but I can't remember what the livery was on the Superfast. It wasn't Douglas. But this is great, from something from 1968, 1969, and it's still got its flap, which is usually always missing, and it works really well. Its tipper is in good nick, and the action, not that you can feel it, but it's got that awesome action, because it does actually have like a little plasticky grommet thing inserted, so that the bed or the back will stay up, the tipper part will stay up and not just drop back down. So, and back in the day, back when Matchbox were making their vehicles back in about 68, 69, they were very nicely done. They were you know, they were very great examples, great models. They weren't just toys, they were nice looking models. But this ain't in too bad a condition. It's got some flea bites around the edge and there on the cab, which is to be expected. But I did pay £10 for this, which I didn't think was too bad. So there you go, 1969, £10. And again, I got it from the same place as I got the Volvo. But as soon as I seen that, I jumped on it. Both its paper stickers are in very nice condition. So that is that. And I thought I'd pull out another variation. I've got a few variations of that. Not that particular truck, but where Matchbox has used the same truck for quite a few years. So here you go, this is known as the pipe truck. Just trying to see, it says pipe truck on there, it should say pipe truck on there. But this is the pipe truck. Number 10, there you go, number 10. New model, number 10, pipe truck. But it is the same truck. And I think I've got one called the horse box. Is it the horse box? Which is the same truck, but... So there you go. Now this one is the Leyland version. So if we get an extra zoom on, it is pretty much the same truck. They were built in the same factory back in the day, I believe. But there's the Leyland version. There is the AEC version. Same glass. And you can get this in this colour. So there is a chromed but based red Douglas truck. But this is the pipe truck. I just thought I would show it to show how they use the same castings. But anyway, or variations should I say. So that was a great find. And then I went to another market quite away from where I live, in a place called St Austell, which is quite a drive from my house. I think it's a good 40 or 50 miles or so away. And I came across this piece from one seller. So we will zoom in. There you go, it's got AA and RAC on the side. But it's very nice. The paper sticker is in very nice condition. Breakdown services. And this is from about 1960. And the variations I've seen of this, when I've looked it up, is they did do it in a, I believe it's a plastic grey wheel, which is the first variation that I believe. There's a few different colours. I've seen there's a blue version, I think. Don't hold me to it. There is a variation with a red hook. This one seems to be the... Obviously it is a, I believe it's diecast. I don't think it's plastic, just bear with me. Yeah, it is metal. So there's a few variations of it, but this is the plain wheel or black wheel variation. I think this is a little bit earlier than the plain wheel, to be honest. But it is from about 1960. So there you go, I think it says Thames. Can't quite see what it says there. Thames Wrecker Truck. But in very nice condition anyway. And this was £5. £5, which I thought was a steal, was an absolute bargain. And yeah, really, really cool. Really happy to find that. And then I continued on around the market, got something to eat. And then I came across this, which is a bit of a grail piece. I do like my Volkswagens. I've had many Volkswagens in real life. I've had Mark 1s, Mark 2s, Mark 3s. I'm in the process at the moment of rebuilding a Mark 3 Golf GTI with my son at the moment, which we are hoping to be driving this year. Probably won't catch the end of the summer. I don't know, but I have shown it before on my channel, so I am a big Golf fan. I've got this version in green with the surfboards. I have got one of these, but I've always wanted the silver variation. Now this, as far as I'm aware of, zoom out a little bit. Wrong button. Come on, I always do this. I think this was right at the end of Lesney. I think this particular casting came out in about 1971, 1972, and I think this was right at the end, just before it all went into receivership. So this is what's known as a hang packet, because obviously it hangs, or blister card, whatever you'd like to call. Very plain. I haven't found out much information. It just says there, number 7 VW Golf. I'm not going to open this. Now I am an opener, and I will open this at some time, but not today, because I really am struggling with room at the minute. And I am in the process of moving all my collection into a downstairs cupboard, a really big walk-in cupboard, where everything will be on display in the cupboard, all lit up and lighting and carpet. So I don't want to open this at the moment. I want to keep this until a later date. But if I get some extra zoom on, let's get the big zoom in. There you go. You can see the car is mint. So it's silver with a green stripe, Golf on the side, a red interior, which you can't quite see. You can see it better. I can see it better than you can on the camera. Has a black base. But this is an awesome, awesome piece. Really happy to find it. And like I said, don't worry, I am an opener. I've not suddenly become somebody that doesn't open stuff. I just, at the moment, I haven't got the space. So opening it is liable to get damaged. I paid £7, which I thought was a bargain. Now you try and find this in the last of the Lesney boxes, the actual little cardboard boxes, which are a bit similar to that. Not like this, but that sort of shape. And you will pay up to £120 just because of the box type. I think it was the last of the box type. But, and again, I found these. I found one that had sold for £60 in a case, in a packet like this. So I am going to open this, but just not today. Like I said, once I've swapped it all around. But that is a very cool piece. I have got a green variation. And then the next piece that I found was this. Very cool number 28. And it is a Formula 5000 race car. You can see it says BF Goodrich on the rear hydrofoil or spoiler or whatever you want to call it. And again, the same type of hang packet, the same type of blister. If we look on the back, and this is the same for the other one, these are some of the cars that are being sold in hang packets at the same time. So you've got the Porsche 911 there, the very cool transit van. That looks like a police car. I'm guessing, I can't tell what it is, if it's a Lincoln or I'm not sure what it is. Could be, I don't know. You have to, someone in the comments say what that car is because my brain switched off. There is a Lincoln there. But I'm going to go back because he had quite a few of these, all different sorts. And I was running low on money. But he has got a lot. So this originally was based on this, which was the number 36 Formula 5000. We can get this one out. So that one I've just shown you in the blister is what this is what, so it derived from this. So here we go. So again, I've said this before, this one came away from Australia from Tyrone, building the ultimate Matchbox car collection. He knows I like these Formula 5000s, and I've got quite a few of these in my collection. I've got a nice, I don't know how many I've got entirety, but I have got quite a few. So that is that, and that's what this one came from. This is, like I said, and this was the last that I think was put out. And again, I believe this was from about 1982. There's not a lot to go off up the top. So it's got all the not recommended for blah blah blah. And I'm sure there's a copyright on here somewhere. I did see it. I might be wrong, but I'm sure I did see it said. Well, where was it? Bear with me, I don't mean to. You can always fast forward through this bit if you wish. Up here, maybe. Matchbox. Trademark, blah, 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 blah. Matchbox. 1980. I believe it's got some extra zoom on. Yeah, 1980 Lesney products. Partner made in England. All that good stuff. So anyway, it's the same for the Golf. So, like I said, really, really good week for vintage pieces. Really happy. Found two pieces that I've been after for a while, and these hang packs, blister cards, whatever you want to call them, was a really, really great surprise. And like I said, this awesome, awesome piece. I do like my Golfs, but I was after the silver one. Now, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to do a giveaway on this one, because I've got quite a few of these in my collection. Got at least 5 or 6, and it's not that I don't like this. I do like this, but I like to give back. I like to share, because I've been really fortunate in what I come across and what I find, and it wasn't expensive. £7 is not expensive for something like this at all. And like I said before, I don't do it for the money. I could resell this easily, but anyway, I'm going to be giving this away. And also, because I haven't quite finished my restoration. But what I'm also going to do is whatever restoration I show on next week's episode. So next week's episode is going to be a restoration. Well, it is the restoration I'm working on, which I'm not going to reveal yet because I haven't finished it. But so whoever wins this is going to win 2 pieces. They're going to win this very cool Formula 5000 number 28. And I'm going to be also giving away the restored piece that I'm working on. Because like I said, I'm going to be doing a giveaway once a month on this format of the Vintage Diecast Mondays episode. But I'm going to throw this in as well. And like I said before, if you want to win this, all you've got to do is leave a polite comment. But this time I'm going to change up a little bit. If you want to win this, just leave your comment and then just put, I would like to win. So if I see I would like to win, I will mark those down, as it makes it easier, because if I just say everybody leave a comment, whoever leaves a comment gets a chance to win, it could be a little bit laborious. So if you just put down your comment that you wanted to say about the video and then you would like to win, and then next week when I do my next Vintage Diecast Monday episode showing the piece I've restored, I'll be giving this away and the restored piece. So it's a great, and you don't want to miss out. This is a nice car, and then you can either keep it or you can open it, and it is in mint condition. But anyway, I am waffling on. So that is this week's cars. I don't know what I'm going to find this week, but it's always interesting. At the moment, because of the time of year, there's always cool pieces at the moment, car boot sales and market sales and all that good stuff to go to at the moment. Let's get that in there. Might as well see if we can get these on the edges. But stay tuned for more episodes of Vintage Diecast Mondays episode, or Monday, I keep calling it Mondays. This is Vintage Diecast Monday. Stay tuned for more episodes of that. Stay tuned for more videos in the week. I will be doing something to do with some premium stuff later on in the week. And with that, I'll see you all very soon. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.